Good Monday evening to you all. Vanity, vanity, all is vanity, and all is chasing the wind. And if you read those lines at the beginning of Ecclesiastes, then you understand Ecclesiastes if you understand the meaning. Now, keep in mind, please, that the individual that was saying these harsh and cynical things about life in this world was granted a wish by God, and his wish was to be the wisest man in the world. Now, maybe he already was to some degree the wisest man in the world, because how many of us would have chosen that to be our one wish? Of course, as believers, it would be to be as godly as we can in a mortal life, or something along those lines, and we'd ask to be blessed in that fashion. But wisdom is pretty good. Wisdom's pretty good. But there's so much cynicism and so much wisdom in the book of Ecclesiastes. The dead know nothing. Now, that's the only place, I think, in the Bible where you're going to find a sentiment like that, but I do believe that he's talking about what he says a few sentences later, under the sun. In other words, we're all going to die. We can be wise, we can be foolish. We can be hardworking, we can be lazy sluggards. We can be a lot of different things in this world, but we're all going to have the same fate. And Ecclesiastes talks about chance. You can have so much wisdom. You can work so hard. You can have everything. You can have so much talent. I mean, just look at the Yankees. No, I'm just kidding. But you can end up exactly where we all end up, physically, in the ground. So what do we do during our lives? We chase the wind. In the same breath almost, Ecclesiastes says, whatever your hands find to do, do it with all of your might. Now, for us, we live full lives. Some of us have families and jobs that we don't hate, and a career perhaps. But it's very similar to love the Lord with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength. I never get that right. I think it says it differently in a couple of different places. Anyway, everyone has the same fight. Everyone is engaged in trying to live the best lives that they can. And it's all ultimately meaningless, because we will pass, and then once we pass, nobody will remember us. You know what the real miracle of Elvis Presley is? Not the talent that he had, but people are astonished that 23, 47 years later, people still remember him so fondly. That doesn't happen with a lot of people. I can tell you that when Madonna and Beyonce and Eminem and whoever, when they pass, nobody's going to be lamenting them 50 years later. So Ecclesiastes has a lot to say, and so much more to say. And you will see so many people that you know currently, or that you've known in your past, and see them represented by the words of Solomon in Ecclesiastes. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it even to non-believers. They'll probably be astonished that such sentiment is in the Bible, but it's valuable. It's incredibly valuable to get a perspective, for us to get a perspective on the importance of our mortal life as opposed to the importance of being centered in God. And that's the only thing that is not chasing the wind. And that's the essence of what I have to say today about Ecclesiastes 7 through 9. Have a great week. I love you all. I'll look forward to seeing you Bible study Wednesday night and Sunday morning service. And thank you for including me and embracing me, and I really appreciate it. Okay. Amen.